we will start with the topic which is here is partnership. For example, Yojit and Shivam plan to start a business. After their MBA, they plan to start a new business where Yojit invested 2 lakh rupees. Shivam invested 5 lakh rupees. After 3 months, Yojit double his investment. His investment has become 4 lakhs. And Shivam increased it by 1 more lakh. That is, his investment has become 6 lakh. After 3 more months, that is after 6 months, Yojit put in 2 lakh rupees more in the business. His investment has gone up to 6 lakh, while Shivam withdrawn half of the money. So his investment is now only 6 lakh rupees because he is no more interested in the business. After 9 months from the beginning, Yojit again put in, Yojit withdrawn 2 lakh rupees. His investment is 4 lakh rupees only. While Shivam put in 1 lakh rupees more in the business. So his investment has gone up to 4 lakh. At the end of the year, the profit needs to be divided between Yojit and Shivam. So in what ratio the profit will be divided? If I talk about Yojit, it is 2 lakh for 3 months, 4 lakh for 3 months, 6 lakh for 3 months, and 4 lakh for 3 months. If I talk about Shivam, it is 5 lakh for 3 months, it is 6 lakh for 3 months, it is 3 lakh for 3 months, it is 4 lakh for 3 months. Some of you are thinking why you are multiplying it with 3 months. See, there are 2 things which are important in any of the investment. One is the money that you are putting in the business, and second is for how long you are keeping that money in the investment as an investment. Let me give you one example. Say that I go in bank, I put in 1 lakh rupees there in the bank. The bank says that they are ready to give me 1% rate of interest every month. So in a year, I'm supposed to get 12% interest. Fine. So I put in 1 lakh rupees there in the bank and I continue it for 1 year. Say Yojit invested 5 lakh rupees and only for 2 months. After 2 months, he withdrawn it. So I can find out 1 lakh, 1% of 1 lakh is 1,000. For 12 months, I'm going to generate 12,000 rupees as a interest. But if you talk about the Yojit, he has put in, 5 lakh rupees. So he is going to get 5,000 rupees every month. 2 months, he will get 10,000 rupees. I hope it is clear. So the ratio of their investment is not the only thing which is required. It is also the duration for which you are keeping the money in the bank. So I'll say the ratio of this is coming out to be 6:5 here. So that's why the money, the profit needs to be divided between Yojit and Shivam in the ratio of 6:5. I hope it is clear to all of you. Is it fine, everyone who are present there? Please say a yes, no. I would be. Okay, thank you. Okay, Paras, forgive me. I just want to repeat it. I don't want to leave anything where people say that it is not done. So I'm really sorry if I'm repeating it. I will take only 2-3 questions. After that, I will take Mixt and solution. So sorry from my side. Fine, let's come to this one. No, it is absolutely fine, Paras. I sometimes forget it. It is absolutely fine. No need to say sorry. I'm really, because I want to take 2-3 questions, then mixture and solution is what we will start. Fine. No, it is absolutely fine. So if I talk about Yojit and Shivam, I can see the amount that they are keeping in the the business, and second is the duration for which they are keeping it. So I'll take 3 months as a common because 3 is common in all of them. I'll say it is 2, 4, 6, 4. And here also I will take 3 common. I'll write 5 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4. That is what I get here. So I'll say it is thrice of 16. It is thrice of 18. So this get cancelled out. I'll say Yojit and Shivam will get in the ratio of 8:9. Fine. So in this ratio, the profit will be distributed. For example, at the end of a year, if the profit earned by them is 17,000, there is only profit of 17,000 at the end of first year. So I'll say this profit needs to be divided between Yojit and Shivam in the ratio of 8:9. Fine. So I know 8 plus 9 is 17 ratio. The total investment is 17, which is equal to 17,000. So I can say one ratio is equal to 1,000. So that gives you 8,000. And here it is coming out to be 9,000. I hope it is clear. Fine, Shivam Gupta, Yojit Uppal, is it clear? Paras, my dear, is it clear? Any query that you have? Snehal. Fine. Here we go to the questions now. I would request you to kindly look at this question. I will be solving one question for you, and then you can do the rest of the question. ABC invest their money. There are three people who are investing the money, that is ABC. They invest in the ratio of 3:6:7. If the total amount invested by them is 80,000, they invest 80,000 rupees. And the profit earned by them is 40%. They are getting a profit of 40%, which of course coming out to be 32,000 is the money that you are going to get. Then what is the sum of the shares of B and C? I can see the ratio of their investment is this. So the money will be also distributed, the profit will be also distributed in the same ratio. So 6 plus 3, 9 plus 7 is 16 ratio. The sum of the ratio is 16 ratio, which is equal to rupees 32,000. So that one ratio is coming out to be 2,000. Fine. I want the B and C, that 6 plus 7 is 13 ratio, which comes out to be 26,000. So yes, second is the correct answer. Yes, Abhinav, Shiva. Yes, sir. Would you like to answer this question? Find out the share of Z. How much was the Z's capital? Very nice, Tushar. Okay, Gaurav. But the answers are different. Tushar, your and Gaurav answer is different. Okay, Tushar, you need to check because Jia is also giving the same answer. They have total capital of rupees 3,300. Okay, Gaurav. Just one more question. Even others were also saying the same thing. The profit at the end of year is 1,500. So I'll say what is the ratio of them? One gets 450, one gets 550. I don't know how much he is going to get it, but 1,500 is the profit that we have earned. The profit is 1,500. So I'll say it is 9 and 11 is the ratio in which they're getting. Okay, at the end of this year, they are getting 450, 550. So I know the Z will be getting 500, which is coming out to be 10. So total profit of this is 30 ratio, which is coming out to be how much? That comes out to be rupees 1,500. One ratio is equal to 50. So from this, I will get my value and I can find out this will be making an investment of how much? The total investment, the ratio of the investment is 9:11:10. So total it is 30 ratio and the investment that they are making is 3,300. We talk about investment. So I'll say one ratio is coming out to be 110. So you can find out Y's share is or Z's capital is 10 ratio, which is 1,100 rupees. I hope it is clear to everyone. So this was done because some people said that it was not clear. So I have taken enough questions on the basis. I hope it is fine to the rest of the people. Can we start with the mixture and solution? Yeah, thank you, Yanika. Can we move to the mixture and solution, please? Relative speed that we are going to do in this section. In the last two time speed distance class, we try to complete all the PPT there. We try to find out the proportionality, how the proportionality is important to answer many of the question. And if you remember, I just told you one thing, that whenever you are solving a time, speed, distance question, the first thing that should always come in your mind is what is constant out of these three variables. So you got a speed, distance, and time. Out of these three things, one of the thing must be constant. Fine. So when I talk about the relative speed, usually I started in this way always. How many of you have experienced a bullet train in your life? Any one of you can say yes? No. Okay. If I tell you that anyone who has gone through Tejas or who has taken the services of, I will say the Rajdhani, Delhi, Mumbai, Rajdhani, is the one also who have, experienced the bullet train here. You must be thinking it is not a bullet train. I did not say that. How many of you have, sat in a bullet train? I just asked you how many of you have experienced it. So let's understand it in this way. I'm sitting in, Rajdhani Express or in Tejas, which is moving at the rate of 150 km/h. I have taken a little, slower speed. So Tejas, which is going from Delhi and connecting Lucknow, say the speed is coming out to be 150 km/h. There are another Tejas moving from the opposite direction. Till the moment when I'm looking at the ground, I'm looking at the river, I'm looking at the, Nala and all these places, my speed is 150 km/h. The moment another Tejas crosses me, my speed with respect to that train become 150 plus 150, which is 300 km/h. I hope it is clear to all of you. So till the time only the train in which I'm sitting and I'm looking at the ground, my speed is 150 km/h, because with respect to the ground, I'm moving at the pace of 150 km/h. But when another Tejas is moving, when I look at that train, suddenly I find my speed is 300 km/h. That's the relative speed. Now I would like to ask you also one question. What is your speed right now? What is my speed? I'm sitting here. You must be saying your speed is 0, sir. With respect to the ground, you're not moving. But when you compare it with respect to the sun, when you compare it with respect to the moon, when you compare it respect to the universe, I'm not stable. I'm also moving because Earth is revolving. So you need to understand it. You need to understand this, that whenever we talk about the speed, it is always a relative thing about which we talk. One of the important part about the psychology is if you are there in a jail and, say, not really for bad thing, say you are visiting a jail just to see how, many of you will say that why you want to send us to jail. So if you go to the jail, you will be finding that there are people who are, are criminal, but they are also afraid of the people who are more criminal than them. So someone who has done 20 murders, he is much, notorious than the one who has just done one. So whenever we are talking about the person, whether he's a good person or a bad person, it is always the relativity. The same things happen there in the speed as well. So till the moment when we are looking at the ground, my speed sitting in a Tejas is 150 km/h. But when I look at the train which is moving in the opposite direction, sorry, my speed has changes to 300 km/h with respect to the another train. This is relativity. This is the relative speed. Now, let me take one example here. Say that there's a man. I was never good in drawing. Say the man is there, and there's a train here. The train is 200 meter in length, and the speed of the train is, say that it is 54 km/h. How much time will be taken by the train to cross this man? The man is standing there, and the train is supposed to, he is at the, this platform, and the train is moving at the rate of 54 km/h. The length of the train is 200 meters. How long will it take by the train? How long does it take to cross this man? Consider this stellar to be your train, and this, of course, this is much more thicker, but consider this to be a human. When I say the train is going to cross it, you cannot say where is the train. The train crossing will start from here only. I hope it is clear. And you can say now it is crossed. It will be crossed only when all the train has passed this person. So what should I say? I'll say the distance to be crossed is 200 meters, because thickness of a man is negligible with respect to this train. Now you cannot say 200 meters is the length of the train. Let's measure the thickness of a man. He's of half meter, just add them. No, that is negligible. Now the man is not moving, he's standing there, but the train is moving at 54 kilometer per hour. I know 1 kilometer per hour means it is 1,000 meter and it is having 3,600 second. I'll say it is 5 by 18 with which you need to multiply it. 18 threes are 54. I'll say 5 fours are 20. It is 40 by 3, which comes out to be 13, 1 by 3. Second is what it is going to cross the man. I hope it is clear to all of you. Yes, you are right, Gaurav, Ankit. Fine. Now, let's say this man also is little adventurous. He also tried to run towards the train to stop this train, say, but not on the same track. Otherwise, he will die, say, on a parallel track. The man is running at the rate of 18 kilometer per hour. Say he's a Superman type of person who is running at the 18 kilometer per hour. How much time the train will take to cross this man now? Now you understand the train is moving in this direction. The man is running in this direction. How much time will be taken by the two to cross each other? I'll say again, the thickness is to be taken as a 200 meters. The speed of the train is 54 kilometer per hour. Whenever the things are moving in opposite direction, you will add the speed. So I'll say it is 54 plus 18. This is kilometer per hour. Okay, Ankit, Gaurav. So it is 200 meters that is to be traveled at the rate of 72 kilometer per hour multiplied by 5 by 18. I'll say 5 fours are 20. It is 10 seconds. Ankit, is it fine, my dear? So the answer is not 20. It is 10 seconds. Yeah, Gaurav, it is correct. Paras, I hope it is also correct. So the time taken by the man to cross this train or the train to cross this man is coming out to be just 10 seconds because they're moving in opposite direction. So whenever things are moving in opposite direction, you will add the speed. So you'll say here it is 18 kilometer per hour, here it is 54 kilometer per hour. The relative speed is 54 plus 18, which comes out to be 72 kilometer per hour. Please, yeah, I can understand that, Ankit, it is absolutely fine. So I'll say the relative speed will come out to be 72 kilometer per hour. Fine. Everyone there, any doubt till this point? You can ask why you are adding, because I feel that the speed suddenly add. Thank you, Sneha. Say there's a platform here. The platform is 600 meter in length. The train is 100 meter in length. The speed of the train is 90 kilometer per hour. Can you find out how much time will be taken by the train to cross this platform? I just want to tell you, whenever you want to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, don't forget to multiply it by 5 by 18. Whenever the value is given in meter per second, multiply it by 18 by 5 to convert it in kilometer per hour. You need to understand this. Come on, now try to get the answer of it. Very good, Gaurav. Very good, Tushar, Shivam, Paras, Ankit. You have done some calculation mistake, my dear. Snehal, you remember I have already clarified it. Yeah, Abhinav, it is correct. Paras Mahajan, your answer, and Jia, your answer is also correct. Ankit, you need to cross check it, my dear. It does not matter where is the train. Say I'm standing here, then the train is 5 kilometers far from it, and someone asks you how much time will be taken by the train to cross it. Would you say that how much time the train is going to take from that place to this place? No. The train crossing will happen whenever the train reaches here and it is just going to cross. So if this is a man, the crossing will happen. If it is here, crossing is not doing. The crossing is done whenever the train is here. And now the crossing is done. I hope it is clear. Thank you, Sneha. So, my dear, this platform is stable. I know this, say, consider this is a platform and this one is train. Now this is going to cross it. The crossing will start from here. Consider this two white one. You can see in the front of this. The white is there. Say that is I. I'm standing in front of the train. I have crossed the platform. This Writing pad is a platform. I have crossed it. You can see the white is already out, but train is not yet crossed. The train will be crossed only when it is going to completely finish that distance. So what is the distance to be traveled? It is 600 meter plus 100 meters the distance to be traveled. What is the speed, my dear? It is 90 kilometer per hour, and 5 by 18 is the, you need to multiply it by 5 by 18 if you want to convert it in meter per second. Some of you must be thinking, why to convert it in meter per second? My dear, unit here is meter. Had it been kilometer, you want to find it in hour, it is absolutely fine. But here it is in meter, I need to convert the value in meter per second. So 18 5s are 90, I can say it is 700 meter is to be crossed at the rate of 25 meter per second. So that comes out to be 28 seconds. Is that fine, everyone? Snehal, Ashish, well done. Got it correct. Abhinav. Ankit, is it clear, my dear? Paras, Mahajan, Jia, everyone got it correct. Ankit, is it clear, my dear? I haven't got a response from you. There are many people who don't feel really telling it. Ayushi Kalra, I would be happy if you are saying something. Tusharji, Yanika Devi. Yeah, why not? Yanika says not clear. Okay, Tushar. Thank you, my dear. Ankit is saying it is not clear. Okay, Ankit, here I go. Ankit, I'm saying this is a platform. And this one is string. Consider this to be platform. And this is string. How much is the time taken by train to cross this platform? I'll say the crossing will start from here. The crossing will not happen here. The crossing will start from here. So I'll say till this train is not crossed, till this is not crossed, you cannot say the train is crossed. So it has to move ahead of it. So what is the distance to be traveled? The distance to be traveled is total 600 distance. If I'm at the front of this train, understand it in this way. I am in front of this train and I'm singing a song like Shah Rukh Khan, Chaiya Chaiya. So I have crossed this so far. The white one is already crossed this, writing pad. I would say the man has crossed this platform, but the train is yet to cross it. Until this distance is not added, you cannot say the train has crossed this platform. So the length to be taken is 600 plus 100 meters, my dear. And the speed of this is 90 kilometer per hour multiplied by 5 by 18. I'll cancel it. That will be my answer. That is 28 seconds. No, my dear, it is not minus, it is plus. You need to understand it. If this is the portion that needs to be crossed, don't you think I need to add both the thickness of this and the thickness of this one? Is it fine, Ankit, now? Yes, you are right. It needs to be the length, platform of the length of the platform plus the length of the train. Fine. Yanika, is it clear now? Okay. Now, take a case. There's a goods train. Which is moving at the rate of, say it is 20 kilometer per hour. And there's an express train, there's a passenger train, which is moving at the rate of, say, consider it to be 60 kilometer per hour. The goods train is 1200 meter in length. They are usually very long. And the passenger train or the express train is just 200 meter in length. How much time will be taken by this train to overtake this train? Now, when it is already given, the train is already 6 kilometer ahead of it. So this is the passage and the train length is 1200 meter. There's a 600 meter behind, there's a passenger train which is supposed to cross this train. So how much time will be taken by this train to cross it? Now the crossing will be, here I'm saying how much time will be taken by this train to cross this one. When the cross is saying then the 6 kilometer is irrelevant. But when I say how much time will be taken by the train, which is 6 kilometer behind it, to overtake the another train. So I know for overtaking, what is the distance to be traveled? It is 6 kilometer, which is 6,000 meter plus 1200 meter. Plus this distance will be also added. I'll say 200 meter more is to be added. Because both of them are moving in the same direction, I'll separate the speed. This travels 20 kilometer every hour. This travels 60 kilometer every hour. So it gets closer by 40 kilometer every hour. To convert in meter per second, I'll multiply it by 5 by 18. Very good. So it is 72. This is 7,400 meter needs to be traveled. And I can say it is 20 by 9. That is 100 by 9. I'll take 9 here. This get cancel out. 9 4s are 36, 7 9s are 63, 66. These many seconds is what it is going to take. Is it fine, everyone? If I say just how much time will be taken by the train to cross it, in that case, you will not be doing it. You will be simply saying 200 plus 1200 meters. And then the speed will come out to be 40 kilometer per hour, which is 5 by 8. I hope it is clear. Yeah, Ankit, that is correct. Shivam Gupta, I hope you were doing this thing here. This is what will be your answer. I hope it is clear. Yeah, it is fine. Abhinav Soran, is it clear? Yeah, but Snehal, the speed will be 80 whenever they are moving in opposite direction, my dear. If one train is moving and the other is coming from backward direction, you understand it. Sometimes you must have analyzed, you must have experience that you are sitting in a train and you feel that the train is coming, in backward direction. It is not that we are coming backward direction. The other train which is going to overtake us is moving at a faster pace. Yes, Nehal, even talking about to overtake this train, to crossing this train, when they are moving in the same direction, my dear, we are going to separate their speed. We are not going to add. The addition of the speed will only happen whenever they are moving in opposite direction. Is it fine? Okay, thank you. So here is the first question. I'm sure all of you can find out answer. Come on, do it. A man saw a train passing over a 10-kilometer long bridge. The length of the train is 1/4 that of the bridge. So length of the train is 1/4, that is 2.5 kilometers. And the bridge is 10-kilometer long. So if this is a bridge and this is a train supposed to cross it, the total distance to be traveled is 10 plus 2.5 kilometers. This is the distance to be traveled. Fine. I don't know what is the speed of train. Of course, the bridge cannot move. Say the speed of train is X kilometer per hour. And this one is going to take 2.5 minutes. Understand, this is kilometer, this is kilometer, this is hour. So this must come in hour. I'll divide it by 60. So I'll say it is 12.5 upon X is 2.5 by 60. I'll say this is 5. X comes out to be 300 kilometer per hour. I'm sure everyone understood this. Yes, Ankit, Abhinav, Ashish Agarwal, is it clear now? Paras, Jia, I hope it is clear now. Shivam Gupta is correct. Yanika, I hope it is also clear. You must have done some calculation mistakes. Fine, let's come to the next one. How far apart are they? Just 1 minute before they collide. So here I go. Yes, Gaurav, Paras, Shivam, Tushar, Jia, Snehal, Ayushi, everyone. Let's check this one. There are few ambiguity, otherwise most of you have got it correct. The distance between station X and Y is 220 kilometers. The train leaves station X for Y at the rate of 80. After half an hour, another train leaves Y for X at the rate of 100 kilometers per hour. After half an hour. So if it left at 10 o'clock, this will be leaving at 10:30 a.m. Fine, at the rate of 100. Find the distance of the point where the two trains meet from X. So I know because it is leaving early, so first half an hour it will travel 40 kilometers. Is the distance that it will travel. How much is the distance left here? It is 180 kilometers is the distance left. And this 180 kilometer is the distance that is traveled when they are moving in opposite direction, which is 180 kilometers per hour. So which is coming out to be 1 hour. So I know in 1 hour, which one is moving? This train from X is moving at the rate of 80. It will travel 80. This train will travel 100. I hope it is clear. So find the distance of the point where the two train meets from X. So I'll say 80 plus 40 is coming out to be 120 kilometers. I hope it is clear. Yeah, Ashish Agarwal, is it clear, my dear? Snehal, Shivam Gupta, the rest got it correct. Is it fine because it is moving half an hour early? After half an hour, another train from station Y is moving towards X. So it will travel 40 more. Then 80 is what it is traveling in 1 hour because it is going to take 1 hour to meet. Fine. Okay. Okay, Ashish. No, you can see a train leaves the station X for Y at a speed after half an hour. The distance between the trains X and Y is 220 kilometers. So they are not moving in the same direction, they're moving in the opposite direction. Fine, Ashish? Okay. So let's do it. Go now. Let me tell you the answer of it now. So here I go. I would request the rest of the people kindly see here and try to understand that how to get the answer of these questions. Two trains, they start from A and B, heading towards B and A respectively. Train from A start at 11 p.m. This start at 11 p.m. is going to reach here at 5 p.m. next day. So it is going to take 18 hours. The train from B start at 10 p.m. same day, and it reaches here at 6 a.m. next day morning. That is 8 hours. Let's consider this to be 72 kilometers in length. You may be thinking, why did you consider it to be 72 kilometers? Why not 100? Why not 50? I've taken a number which is a multiple of 18 and 8. The reason is I will get integral value. That is the reason why I've taken such a distance. So I know the LCM of 18 and 8 is coming out to be 72. So speed of the train, which is moving from here, this is 18 hours. It is going to cover 72 kilometers. So I'll say this is going at the rate of 4 kilometers per hour. Here, the speed of this one is 9 kilometers per hour. So I know this train, which started at 10 p.m. here, it will already travel in 1 hour. It will travel 9 kilometers. Now, how much more distance is to be traveled? 72 minus 9 is 63 kilometer distance is to be traveled at the rate of, what is the speed of it? 9 plus 4 is 13 kilometers per hour. So my dear, it is 16 by 13. 13 fours are 52. 11 by 13, that is 4 hours. And 11 by 13 into 16, that is 4 hours. And 660 upon 13, 13 5s are 65. The 0, I'll say 10 by 13. So I know it is going to take 4 hours and 51 minutes approximately. So what will be the answer. So it started here at 11 o'clock. After 11 o'clock, it is going to take 4 hours more. That is 3 o'clock. 3:51 will be your answer, which is option number 4. Yes, Abhinav, you are right. Anyone else who want to say something here? Reason is this started at 10 o'clock. I have already taken it as a 9-kilometer distance is to be traveled. Now 63-kilometer travel at the rate of 13 kilometer per hour. So that is 4 hours plus something. That is 11 plus 4 is 3. 51 is the answer. Fine. Anyone, any query, please ask. Feel free. Any one of you. Why this? Why you have taken 72? Why not 720? If 720, then the speed will change to 40. And here it will be 90 kilometer per hour. That's the only differences you are going to get. So as you change the distance, the speed will automatically change. So not to worry about it. Is there any query? If it is clear, at least write a quick yes. If it is not yet clear, write a no. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. I want first you to try this. Then we'll be doing the next question as well. Come on, get the answer of. Abhinav Soren, Tushar Yadav has given the answer so far. In this question, it is given that there are 2 locations. One is Delhi and second is Chennai. One train, which is known as the August Kranti Rajdhani Express, that leaves Delhi for Mumbai. The second train, which is leaving Chennai for Delhi. So this train is leaving at 12:20 p.m. at 80 kilometer per hour. Fine. And the another train, which is leaving Chennai at 3 p.m. at the rate of 120 kilometer per hour. One day, what happened is the Rajdhani left at 3:20 p.m. and the other train leaves at its usual speed at the usual time taken. So I know it got late by 10 minutes. So when the 2 trains will cross, every day they are crossing at Baroda, which is at 4:30 p.m. Today, at what time they are going to cross each other? I hope it is clear. So you need to understand it, that whatever is, every day it was reaching here at 4:30. Today, understand this, August Kranti Rajdhani Express reaches here because it is leaving at its usual time, will be reaching here at 4:30. But at 4:30, the another train which left Chennai would be reaching at the point C. Say that is point C. Why? Because the distance that it travel in 10 minutes, today it is going to travel that distance. It is just 10 minutes behind the schedule. So it will be 10 minutes behind the distance that it is supposed to travel. So I know if the speed is 60 kilometer per hour, it will travel 1 kilometer per hour. If the speed is 120, it is 2 kilometer per hour. In 10 minutes, it will be 20 kilometer. It is behind it. I hope it is clear. Anyone, any doubt till this point, you can ask. It started 10 minutes late. So today, this train, August Kranti Rajdhani Express, left at its usual time. So it will be reaching Baroda exactly at 4:30. But because this train left 10 minutes late, so it must be 10 minutes away from its point. That whatever is the distance it travel in 10 minutes, it is that much distance away from it. Fine. Now this 20 kilometer distance is to be traveled by both the train of this one and the train which is moving from here. And their speed is coming out to be 200 kilometer per hour. So that comes out to be 1/10 of an hour. 1/10 of an hour is 60 minutes. So that is 6 minutes it will be getting late. So I'll say they will be meeting 6 minutes away from here. So what is your answer? The answer will be 4:36 p.m. I hope it is clear to all of you. Please ask. Okay, Paras. Paras, if the train from Chennai is leaving at 3:10 today also, so they must be meeting at Baroda. Today it is leaving 10 minutes late. So can I say it is 10 minutes late also here when this train reaches here at 4:30? This was 4:30 at one point, which is 10-minute away distance from here. Is it fine, Abhinav? Sparsh? Yanika? Okay. Please ask Paras Mahajan, is it clear? Okay, fine. Here I go. Understand this. See, what I'm saying to you is that the train is late by 10 minutes. So can I say every day, if it is reaching here at 4:30 p.m., today it will be reaching at 4:30 p.m. some distance behind it because it is late by 10 minutes. It will be reaching here not at 4:30, it will be reaching here at 4:40. Is it clear? Because the train is late. So can I say the distance that it travels in 10 minutes, it will be that much distance far from here? I know it is moving at 120 kilometer per hour, that is in 60 minutes. That is 2 kilometer it travels per minute. So in 10 minutes, it travels how much? It travels 20 kilometer. That's why it is 20 kilometer behind it. Is it fine, Abhinav, now? Okay. Thank you. I hope it is clear to other people as well. Please ask. Don't hesitate. Thank you, Shivam. Okay, very nice. Okay, fine. Thank you. Ashish Agarwal as well. This is a beautiful question. Please try it. Take your time. I'm waiting for your answers. Some formula will be also derived. X and Y are stationed at point A and B. So there's point A, there's point B. Here is X, here is Y. Y goes in this direction, X goes in this direction. Every day, X and Y start simultaneously from A and B to reach B and A respectively. Every day they cross each other at a point R. So they are crossing at a point R. From the point R, the time taken by X to reach, the time taken, this is the time taken by X to reach B, and the time taken by Y after meeting here at point R, the time taken by Y to reach A is 16 seconds, and here it is 36 seconds. On a particular day, Y started late. One day, Y is starting late, and during that time, X has covered 20 kilometers. So when Y is late, X has covered already 20 kilometers. By that time, it is 20 kilometers he has covered. Find the distance between the point R and the point where they meet on that day. Fine. So let me first confirm you that when they are going to meet, what is constant? If X starts from A and Y starts from B, if both of them are every day they are starting at the same time, every day it is given there is every day X and Y start simultaneously. I hope you know the meaning of simultaneously to reach B and A respectively. Every day they cross at R. So can I say from A to R and B to R, it is time is constant? Abhinav, is it clear? They started together, they are meeting. Say you start from your place at 3 o'clock, I start from my place at 3 o'clock. We meet at 5 o'clock. So what is constant? How can distance be constant? Your speed is different, my speed is different. We'll be traveling according to our speed. So the 2 hours you are going to travel, I will also travel 2 hours. So my dear, it is time which is constant. Fine. So time is constant. What is the ratio of the speed of X is to Y? I don't know, whatever is the distance it will travel. I'll say AR is to BR. This is the ratio of the speed is equal to ratio of the distance. Yes. I hope it is clear. Now, look here. After crossing, one takes 16 seconds. So the speed of X is to speed of Y. We said that it was the time that is coming out to be same. it is coming out to be AR by T, and this is BR by T, which is, of course, the ratio of the distance is the ratio of the speed. After that, I'll say X is going to travel how much? X is going to travel BR, and it is going to take the T1 time, say this is TX time. And this one is going to travel AR distance. The speed of Y, it will travel AR distance upon time taken by phi, which is Ty. And of course, they will come out to be same. This is AR upon BR is nothing but it is BR upon TX upon AR upon TY. That will give you AR upon BR is equal to BR upon AR into TY by TX. From this conclusion, from this thing, I can easily make out this AR by BR will go here. It is AR by BR square will be equal to TY by TX. And allow me to write it here. I can say AR upon BR is nothing but a square root of TY upon TX. So AR is the distance traveled by, Y. Is that fine? AR is that initially it was the distance traveled by X, but later on it is Y who is traveling this distance. I hope it is clear to all of you. So from this, my dear, I can find out the ratio of the distances traveled. This is AR is the first distance traveled by X. This is the BR is the distance traveled by Y. But the ratio of the speed is equal to square root of the time taken by Y upon X. This is important here. And that is given to you. What is given here? AR upon BR is coming out to be TY. How much is TY? 20 upon 36. I can say 4 5s are 4 9s are. Is that fine? Sorry, it is 16. So the root of this will be 4 4s are 16, 4 9s are 36. That is 2 by 3. So AR upon BR, my dear, it is coming out to be 2 by 3. So I can say this is 2D distance that is there. And this is 3D distance, which is here. Please ask if there is any doubt. Ask, I will be happy to answer that. Fine. So I think it is clear. Now you already know the speed of X upon Y is equal to AR upon BR, which is 2:3. Now I know when he travels 20 kilometers, when X has covered 20 kilometers, on a particular day, Y travel late, and during that time, X has traveled 20 kilometers. So I know he must have traveled 30 kilometers, but today that 30 kilometers is traveled by both of them, because when it travels 20 kilometers, the other one is going to travel 30 kilometers. That is not traveled today. So this 30 kilometers is again traveled by X and Y in the ratio of 2:3. That is 5 ratio is equal to 30 kilometers. 1 ratio is equal to 6 kilometers. So one travel 12 kilometers, second travel 18 kilometers. So I'll say it will meet 12 kilometers ahead of it because it travels 12 kilometers. That was supposed to be traveled by Y, but today it is X who is going to travel it. So find the distance between the point R and the point where they met on that day. I'll say that point, the distance between them is 12 kilometers. Please confirm it. Every day they meet at R. That is first point. This is A, this is B. This is, yeah, I'm doing it. X is going here, Y is going here. And after that, the TX is going to take. Yeah, I will give you the direct formula, my dear Abhinav, later on. But till that time, you need to see how I'm doing it. And TY is coming out to be, this is coming out to be 16 seconds. Yeah. So I can find out the speed of X upon a speed of Y. when time is constant, because both of them started to go simultaneously and they are meeting at point R. So ratio of the distance is equal to ratio of the speed. The time is the ratio of the speed is equal to ratio of the distance traveled. I'll say one will travel AR and second will travel BR. Fine. We also know that X is going to, after meeting at R, X travel BR distance in 36 seconds. This is also the speed. And Y travels AR distance in 16 seconds. Let's say, fine, sir, it is coming out to be same. It is AR upon BR is equal to BR upon 36 into 16 upon AR. I can further take this value. I can say AR upon BR square is equal to 16 upon 36. That is 4 by 9. That means AR upon BR is coming out to be 2:3. So I'll say they will travel the distance in the ratio of AR is 2D distance and BR is 3D distance. Now further, what you are saying is one day it is late. This is late till the time when it is late when X travels 20 kilometer. He was not traveling any distance. Otherwise, he is always going to travel 30 kilometer. But today it is not traveling. So can I say, when you remember the earlier question, when X reaches at point R, Y was 30 kilometer behind this point. Now when he reaches at R, he is at point S, which is 30 kilometer away from it. Is it clear? Abhinav, Paras, Snehal, everyone, please tell me, confirm me whether this point is clear or not. Today he is late by 20 kilometer. So means that when X travels 20 kilometer, the other one was at his home. So that is the reason why he is supposed to travel 30 kilometer, which he hasn't traveled today. Paras, my dear, the ratio of their speed is coming out to be 2:3. So when when X travels 2, Y travels 3. When X travels 20, Y travels 30. So that's why when X travels 20 kilometer and he is yet to start. So I would say when this guy is starting reaching at R, this person has started late. Late by what? Because when X traveled 20, he is not traveling 20. He's traveling 30 because the ratio of their speed is 2:3. Is it fine, Paras, Mahajan, now? Very good. Anyone else? Okay. Anyone? Now, when, because he is not, unaware about that why he is late. So he is going as per his schedule. He will be reaching at point R. But when he called up Y, he found that he is 30 kilometer far from here, because when he traveled 20 kilometer, he was still at his home. And when X traveled 20 kilometer, Y travels 30 kilometer in the meantime. So I will say this 30 kilometer is traveled by X and Y in the ratio of 2:3, which is 5 ratio is 30, 1 ratio is 6. So I'll say one travel 12 and second will be traveling how much? One travel 12, second will be going to travel 18. So that's why the meeting will be happening 12 kilometer away from it. Now, please confirm it. Is it clear to all of you? These are the questions that you can pick up. I'm sure, but all of you can solve this question easily. Come on, try out this one now. Okay, so the formula, sorry, I forget to tell you the formula. So whenever there are two trains or two men or two cars moving from point A and B, and they meet at point C. After meeting at point C, X takes, say, A time and Y takes B time. The ratio of the speed of X is to Y will be equal to the, this is ratio of speed of X upon Y is equal to square root of the time taken by Y after crossing at C upon time taken by X after crossing at C. So after meeting at point C, what is the time taken by Y upon what is the time taken by X? This will be going to give you the ratio of the speed of X upon Y is equal to square root of the time taken by Y after meeting at point C towards A, and time taken by X after meeting at point C moving towards point B. Is it clear? This is what is important, this one. You should be remembering this formula. Sorry, very, very important formula. Any query, any doubt, please ask. So kindly get the answer of this question then. Try out it. Last question for today. Nikhil reaches school every day at 5 p.m. to pick up his children. So that at 5 p.m. the school got over. Nikhil reaches here at 5 p.m. Nikhil is reaching here. Pick his kids and went back to home. Fine. On Saturday, the school got over at 4 p.m. The children started walking towards his home. Nikhil was not aware about it. Nikhil was on his way to the school. He saw his kids, pick them up and reach home today early by 30 minutes. What does that mean? Today, Nikhil has reached early by 30 minutes. Means he was reaching here at 5 p.m. But from here, if it is going to take a turn, he should be saving 15 minutes going to the school and 15 minutes coming from the school. Is that fine? So that means Nikhil is going to take a U-turn at 4:45 p.m. Why? He's saving half an hour. That means he must have taken every day, if he is going there rather than there, if he is taking a U-turn from here, he is going to reach early by 30 minutes, means he is saving 15 minutes going to the school and 15 minutes coming back from the school. So he is taking a U-turn at 4:45. Is that fine? The school was over on Saturday at 4 p.m. So kids were walking for 45 minutes. This distance, I don't know what is this distance. The children travel it in 45 minutes. Nikhil traveled the same distance in 15 minutes. The distance is constant. You remember that when the distance is constant, the ratio of the time is reciprocal of the ratio of the speed. So what is the ratio of the speed of child is to Nikhil or children is to Nikhil? The ratio of this one, you know the ratio of time is 45:15, which is 3:1. The ratio of the speed is 1:3. I hope it is clear. So that will come out to be 1:3. How long did the children walk? They just walked for 45 minutes. You can answer it from here. But if someone is asking what is the ratio of the speed of this, you can do it and take it in reciprocal form. Good, Sparsh, your answer is correct. Shivam, yes, and Yanika, you three have got the correct answer. Well done. Anyone who has any doubt in this, you feel that there's something which is amiss, which is not yet clear. Okay, Abhinav, I will do it. Abhinav, every day, Nikhil reaches at 5 p.m. at his kids' school to pick his kids. One day the school got over at 4 p.m. because of which the kid started walking towards their home. Fine. Yeah, Ashish, I'm repeating it. Please listen to this. So what happened is when the Nikhil was on his way, he found his kids walking towards the home. He picked them up and reached home early by half an hour. Listen to this point. He is reaching half an hour early. How could he reach half an hour early? Because he has taken a turn from a point from where he is going to take 15 minutes going to the school and 15 minutes coming back from the school. That's why he's reaching half an hour early. Is it clear, Abhinav and Ashish Agarwal? See, I every day reach my office at 5 p.m. Today I have taken a U-turn and I tell my wife I'm early by half an hour. That means I've taken a U-turn. From there it is going to take 15 minutes going to the school, and coming back from that point is also 15 minutes. So that means I have not taken a turn at 5 p.m. I have taken a turn at 4:45. The school got over at 4 o'clock. The kids met their father at 4:45. What does that mean? The kids were walking for 45 minutes. Ashish, Abhinav, very nice. It is clear. Ashish, is it clear now? Okay, very nice. Everyone. Pulkit, what about you? Jia? Gaurav? Yujit? Everyone? Fine. So I think it is sufficient for today. Please, I will be sharing this sheet just now with you. Please try to solve more and more questions from here. In case of any doubt, Wednesday, it will be English class now. Fine. Thank you all. Thank you.